Hey, sorry about that. This is part two of part one of my journey. So if you have not watched the video, part one yet, then I would suggest you go on over and watch part one. A couple of disclaimers. There is somebody else home, and you may or may not hear TV or whatever. And my chair is getting on my nerves today, so squeaky is in the building too. So at the end of part one, I was basically saying that people have the tendency to say, "Oh, girl, you're making things, it's so easy. It's this is nothing for you." And I'm like, "Oh, it's definitely something for me. It's it's been a heck of a journey. It's been lessons and mastership this entire time, and it's still lessons and mastership. And you're seeing me from the point of view, I am higher, right? Because this is probably more than likely from someone who is either behind, below, however you want to say it. And they're like, oh, wow, she's up there. Look at her. They didn't see the work it took for me to get there. And I wish people, instead of projecting the trauma of saying a derogatory thing, would say, hey, I see you doing this. I see that you got there. I know that you were where I was. Could you help me? But we have the tendency, and I say we because I've had this moment. I've had moments like this. Not many, but I have, so I'm not going to sit here and deny it. We compliment with insult. That is something that is disintegrating from me in my life. People would say, oh, girl, it's just words. No, that whole sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, that is a big lie. So, if you come across people like that, ask them, hey, are you interested in learning or what I'm doing, or are you going to spend the entire time with the conversation that we have bashing me or talking about me to other people who are bashing me, right? We can grow together. And that's another thing that we have to understand too, that because someone is one or two steps ahead of you does not mean it makes them different or thinking that they're better than you. They just did the work to move from where you guys were to go to another place. Now the journey or the road is opened up and you can get there too. And even if you start the journey together, you still have your own journey to come into understanding of whatever it is. But if you come into contact with those who are bashing, negative in any form, try to continue to work on yourself and your peace and say, what is it that I need to work on so that I don't respond the way I normally would to this person? Or what is this person projecting? Try to understand them in your head, not out loud. Don't be no whoever doctor. But it's just okay, you know what? I understand you're mineral deficient, a little more than I am, right? And you're not working on you, which is why you're projecting this. And I have to come to understand that there are a lot of people who, in your journey, when you start to elevate, you will see that they will project, regurgitate all over you and what's going on. And then half of them don't want to do the work. They just want to complain. So if you are the mover, if you are the doer, if you are the shaker, whatever whatever term you want to give yourself, if that is you, stay the path. This is your journey. I promise. And there is no end until I leave this realm. But just believe in yourself. Here we go with yawn. So that means I'm comfortable all over again. Just believe in yourself and keep going. Regardless if it's your husband, wife, cousin, brother, sister, mother, father, boyfriend, girlfriend, teacher, associates, even your kinfolk. Not everybody's comfortable with change. Everybody wants change, but people do not want to do the work to see the change. And I mean, there's so many analogies, metaphors that I can give. The most current one is the whole voting thing. It's great that people want to participate and tell you, yeah, get out and vote. And I look at people when they tell me that, I observe them. And if I know them, and I'm just like, well, what changed in their life? What did they work on personally to now that they're projecting for me to tell me to go and vote so I can see a change? I already see a change in me. That's where it starts. But if you're telling me to do something and you are not representing that, then these ears, my eyes, literally, I will block you out. So block the people out and keep it moving. And that is it. That's part 2. It was short and sweet, but the technicalities that we had still came full force to let you know what was up. Until next time, I will talk to you soon. Peace.